Ampero 2 from Hotone. Just arrived yesterday. Let's unbox it and see what we've got. XLR outputs, unbalanced outputs, stereo loop. Input can be XLR or 1/4 inch, stereo or mono. An external expression or control pedal. There's my USB-C power switch and dedicated 9-volt easy power straight to USB-C. So I've got bank down, bank up, hold for tuner, looper, and hold for mode switch. Beautiful. MIDI in and out. This reminds me of the tuner press volume pedal that I just reviewed. Fantastic pedal. Hotone's really doing some good things. This is my first look inside the Ampero 2. Gonna power it up and let's just explore. My expression pedal. Amp volume, amp output, and reverb mix readouts across the bottom. Okay, so just exploring a bit. I've got an easy touch screen. I can touch anywhere on the screen and get to different banks. I've got bank 1 through 4, and it looks like if I keep scrolling down, internally I've got 31 banks of 4. So that is 124 already installed. And I've got enough banks for 75 banks of 4. So enough for 300. I can change my expression pedal. I can dive down into my signal flow. I need to look up all of this to see what is going on. I'm just exploring. I've got some drum options that I could add in. There's my settings, and I can save my settings. There's my tempo. Very logical the way things are laid out. So let's plug in and give it a listen. Let's get tuned up first. Hold number 3 to get to the tuner. Mutes your signal. This is a nice multicolor 5-inch screen, touch screen. Screen feels really nice. So it's really like having a smartphone right on your pedal board. It's a great size screen. A lot of units that I've seen look too difficult to analyze all the parameters on the screen. Out of the tuner, my expression pedal or volume pedal is set to volume pedal. Yet orange is number 1 is volume pedal, and if I switch to blue, number 2, that's the expression pedal. I've got bank 1, 2, 3, and 4, and to go up a bank or down a bank, I hit 2 together. So 1 and 2 together will go down, and I would want to go up to number 2, so I hit these 2 together. That gives me number 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go back down to 1. Let's just give a listen to stock sounds that we get out of the Ampero 2. I've got a combination. I grabbed this guitar because I've got humbucker and single coil. The touchscreen is really intuitive. I can scroll just like we do on a phone to raise and lower volume there. Or I can select that volume and use my volume control. Bounces back to the main screen, so it's a really easy, you don't have to click every move that you make, which is really nice. Number 3, just a rhythm. 4, that's a little bit more country. This is a brownish clean. Go up a bank. Let's just browse through. Look at how we can dive into each setting on each bank. I can hold number 4, and then I will have 4 stomps. There's dynamic, there's mod, there's delay, and I've got reverb already on. So what we just heard, I'm going to add the modulation, which is a tremolo. I can add delay, and I can turn off the reverb, make it real clean. Now I can also dive in, hold that dynamic to be a wah. I could add in a cab simulator. Very easy to add parameters, to add and stack effects in each one of these stomps. Let's back up to our standard view. We're going to dive into the entire effects chain with this button right here. Now I can see my whole effects chain. It's one line. And this is a beautiful thing because I can plug a microphone in there. I could have guitar and microphone, and I could separate those two, an effects chain for my guitar and an effects chain for my vocal. So I can adjust my amp output right there. I'm running it at 50, yeah, right in the middle, just to get a little sound in the room and get a test on this system. Okay, I've been playing around this morning with Hotone Ampero 2, but I've also been working in the software, and this is so easy to navigate. let's say I want to okay. So I'm going to work on this number one. I'm going to work on this number one setting, Ampero 2. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to drop it on 75.3. Paste. And there it is. Now I'm going to go in. I can turn off, because I'm plugged into an amplifier, I'm going to turn off the amp. I'll go ahead and turn off the IR. And let's hear what we got. So my dynamic is set to a custom gate. Try a beefy boost. Maybe a blue sustainer. The wah, I'm not going to use a wah, so I'm going to add a drive there. I've got a second drive. You can hear that delay hitting, but instead of the ping pong, I'll try Bucket Brigade. I can set my 4 scenes to work with the stomps and take one drive out for scene 1. Scene 3, I'll take the other drive out. And so now I've got 3 looks. Built off of the same sound. I've got a Strat, so my single coil is buzzing. Now all I have to do is go up to the save button, save the patch. I'm going to name it Ampero 2B. And now my 75.3 is set. I've been clicking around and strumming through the Ampero 2 for a few weeks now. And as I'm sitting here reading, I've got 90 amp models, 68 cab models, over 100 legendary pedal models, and 60 Hotone original effects. The strumming and tweaking could go on and on. In fact, I've deleted 15 minutes of me playing through different settings. Overall, I think this is a phenomenal pedal. I think the footprint is perfect size. The functionality is exceptional. And the sound quality, I'm super impressed, whether it's direct in through the amp or in live sound. And so I highly recommend you give it a try.